Okay, let's just dive right in. We all have data, right? Piles of it. Spreadsheets just full of numbers and text. But the real magic, the actual challenge, is turning that mountain of raw information into a clear, compelling story. And that's the exact journey we're going on right now.
I mean, just look at this. On the left, you've got the chaos. That's the raw data we all start with. It's a mess. And on the right, that's the goal. A single, clean, simple insight. Getting from that chaos to that clarity, well, that's the transformation we're going to map out step by step.
So let's think about this like what it really is. An adventure, a quest even. You are the hero of this story, and your quest is to dive into your data and unlock all the secrets hidden inside. And every great adventure has to start somewhere. For us, it's not some far-off land, it's right here. It all begins with a single cell. Seriously, every massive analysis, every beautiful dashboard, it all comes back to mastering this one fundamental building block. It's way more accessible than you think.
Okay, so every adventurer needs their gear, right? It's time to forge our essential toolkit. These are the absolute foundational skills you've got to have before you can tackle the really big challenges. First up is cell referencing. And honestly, this is like learning the grammar of Excel. It's just how you tell your formulas where to look for data. Getting this down, relative, absolute, and mixed references, is your first big key to unlocking analysis that can actually think for itself. And the great thing is, you can get a quick win almost immediately. Turning a bunch of numbers into a visual story, it really just takes 3 simple steps. You select your data, you pick a chart, and you customize it so it's crystal clear. Boom! Just like that, your data starts talking to you. Okay, so if cell references are the grammar, then functions, well, those are the magic spells. These are the incantations you use to ask your data really complex questions. Functions like if let you test for conditions, XLOOKUP goes and finds exactly what you need, and the new dynamic arrays like filter, they can sift through thousands of rows in the blink of an eye. It's incredible. All right, with our core toolkit forged, it's time to level up. This next leg of our journey is all about learning to tame the bigger, messier, more complex beasts of data with some of Excel's most powerful weapons. And this brings us to an absolute game changer: pivot tables. I mean, imagine you have a data set with millions of rows. A pivot table lets you just drag, drop, and instantly summarize all of it. It's pure analytical power right at your fingertips. It feels like a superpower. Now for what might be my personal favorite. We all know that cleaning data is the most boring, time-consuming part of any analysis, right? Well, Power Query is your solution. It's like you're building a little machine that takes your messy data, cleans it up exactly how you want, and then does it for you automatically every single time. It's a massive, massive time saver. So what if your data isn't in just one nice, neat table? What if you've got sales data over here, customer data there, and product info in a completely different file? That's where Power Pivot comes in. This is the tool that lets you smash the limits of a single spreadsheet. You can build relationships between different tables and analyze everything all together. Now, to really unlock what Power Pivot can do, you use a language called DAX. But hey, don't let the word language scare you off. Think of it less like coding and more like having a more intelligent conversation with your data. It lets you create these custom calculations that go way beyond a simple sum or an average. We've forged our skills, we've tamed the data beasts, and now we've reached the climax of our quest. This is where we bring everything together to craft the ultimate reward, a dynamic, truly insightful dashboard. But here's the thing, a great dashboard isn't just a random collection of charts. It's guided by principles. Simplicity, so you're only focusing on what truly matters. Clarity, so the story is obvious in a split second. And interactivity, using tools like slicers so people can click around and explore the data for themselves. And this is how it all comes together. This is the final challenge, your capstone project. You take a real-world data set and apply every single skill we've talked about, from cleaning it with Power Query to analyzing it with pivot tables, and finally building and presenting an impressive, interactive dashboard. Ultimately, this is the payoff. This chart right here is the why. You go from having information scattered across who knows how many reports to having a single, cohesive, powerful story all in one place. It's the complete transformation from data chaos to strategic clarity. So we've completed the quest. We've gone from one single cell all the way to a powerful dashboard. But you know what? this isn't the end. Not at all. This is the beginning of your next chapter. This is where the focus shifts from just learning the tools to actually using them to tell your own stories. So I'll just leave you with this final thought. You now have the framework, you have the tools to take any data set and turn it into a clear, compelling narrative. You can find the answers that are hidden deep inside the numbers. So the only question left is, what story will you tell?